Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today, guys, we are going to continue with this Ford Fiesta. I am going to be getting this running today. So, yeah, I appreciate all the comments I was getting on this one. Everyone is correct. I think it's fuel rail. Need to get the pressure, the fuel rail pressure up to the injectors for it to fire and run. Once it's running, it will continue to run because there's no air in the system. It just needs sort of bleeding through and sorting out. So thanks for all the comments, guys. Really appreciate it. I was going down that road anyway. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was kind of that. We've done this before. We've done a few of these now. So they're just a bit of a pig in these engines. I've got to be honest. Once you disconnect those fuel injectors and stuff, they're just a nightmare to redo. On the previous engine, I think on this Ford ones, they had on the side there was like a pump, like a priming pump, and you could prime the up to it. This one just ain't got it. But yeah, we'll get there, guys. I always get there in the end. So let's get into it. Let's do this. So, guys, like I just said, I think it's the fuel issue problem here. The trouble is getting to those fuel lines now and cracking them off one by one. Yeah, that's, you know, a little bit long-winded, I've got to be honest. Stripping it all back off again. I'm going to try, before we go into that sort of thing, I know we have to go backwards to go forward sometimes, but I want to try and bring the truck in and connect the jump leads up to the truck to get some more power to the battery, so there's more cranking, you know, time to crank and stuff, just to see if we can get it up there. I have got some easy start now. You guys, loads and loads of people are going, easy start is your best friend. Just absolutely load it with this stuff. Once it fires and runs, it will then build pressure and stay running. So yeah, I've got some of this, so we'll use that as well. So yeah, let's just try it, guys. We've just got to get into it, and we see what we can do, and then just keep trying things and bits and pieces. But yeah, once it's running, it will stay running, and you know, everything's back up to the spec and the state it should be in. Before we do that, guys, before I set you up, before I get the truck in, I just want to quickly say, I had a guy message me yesterday, John Barnes. He was asking about me scan tool. What scan tool have I got? What do I use? And what is the make and model? Basically, his son and daughter, you know, his kids are going to be getting him this for Christmas. So he was just asking for it. John Barnes. I don't know if it's the actual John Barnes, the footballer, but you know, good name anyway. So John, yeah, this is the actual Autel that I use. It's the Maxicon MK808TS, and it's a great scan tool for me, and it's the cordless one as well, so you ain't got wires running to the car. You just plug that into the car, and then you can, you know, I think it's up to like 4 meters away. You can be working at your desk or working somewhere else. So that's basically what I've got. That's what I use. You can go on eBay. They're on eBay. You can pick them up. I think they're about £500 now, £600. But that's at the minute, that's my go-to scan tool. Yeah, it's got the TPS reset as well, so you can do the tyre pressure and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what it is, John. Maxicon MK808TS. So yeah, Autel. So there we go. Just want to quickly say that to John. I did promise him that I would mention it in tonight's video. So there we go. That is that done. Right, let's set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's get this started. Right, okay, guys. So we've just been messing around with it. I brought the truck in, got the leads up to it and stuff like that. But I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. So let's start with the good news because, you know, it's early and good news is always better. So this is the good news. Still got things disconnecting and stuff like that, so it doesn't really like it, but it's running. Yeah, that's the good news, guys. That is the good news. Bang, loves it. Okay, let's get to the bad news. This has never happened to me before, never. The clutch has been fitted the wrong way round. Oh my God. So it's all got to come back out again and redone. Yeah. Basically, schoolboy error, proper schoolboy error. So basically that's the clutch and that's the plate. Normally what happens is that thick part there goes inside that like that, fits there like that. That's how I fitted it. That's how I always fit it. But we've tried to bleed the clutch up as well. And what's happening is that because of, we've bled the clutch up and because these forks are now, there's not enough, when you're pushing the pedal, these forks, they move in and out. And what's happening is that them forks are hitting, these are hitting that in there. So it should be like that. So that there's enough, you can see that the amount of space now between it, that it's there. So these forks, when it's pushed, when you put your foot in the clutch, these forks don't touch that inside there. There's enough gap. My fault. Obviously, I fitted it, but I didn't realise as well is that I just didn't see it, but you can see it says on there, look, trans side. So that's the transmission side, and that's the engine side. It's just, yeah, what an absolute joke. Yeah, so it goes like that. Unbelievable. So that's the bad news. So it's all got to come out again. And we have got a leaking rad as well. So we've definitely got to change this radiator. The radiator is not a problem. Done loads of them. I've got loads of these over here. That's not an issue. The issue is the time it's taking me to do this. Oh. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's got to be sorted out. The good thing about it as well is that I know, you know, it should be quicker in and out now because I've done it before. Very recently, you know, so it should be really quick. I know what to take off, what to do. I haven't got to take off the top end of the engine. It's mainly sort of just this end. So that, gearbox out, starter motor. So it should be pretty quick. Drive shafts, take out the oil, gearbox oil again. But yeah, it's just got to be done, guys. What an idiot, absolute idiot. But it's just one of them things. Things happen, you know. You can't be I can't be expected to get everything right all the time. I'm learning as I go, and I definitely won't do it again. That's for sure. But at least we've got a running car. That's the, you know, that's the good thing. That's the, you know, the good news is that she, you know, she turns over, she runs. So yeah, it's all good. Right, I suppose I'll set you up on the tripod and let's start pulling it apart again. What an absolute nightmare, but we live and learn. So I'll set you up, let's do it. Right, okay guys, so as you can see, the gearbox is out and the clutch is here. Yeah, let's start with the thrust bearing, the release bearing. This one here is the actual new one. So that is in pieces, and yeah, that is not good. This is the original one, and even that, it's not, it's all right, but it's not, I'm trying to do it with one hand here. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like, a little bit grindy. So I'm not going to use that. I think what's happened is, where the pressure has been put on the plate on the back, on this one here, it's obviously done something to that and broke the actual release bearing itself. So I'm going to get, I've ordered one. It's on its way. I think it was £40. So it's costing me now. It's costing me money now, which is an absolute joke. Such an idiot. I can't believe that I did it. But it is kind of it is an easy mistake to do. I've got to be honest. Because what I found out is that on the actual pressure, the plate itself, this pressure plate, it should say gearbox side or transmission side. I'll show you the original one. What does it say? It says it like there. So you can see it says there, trans side, which means this side goes to the transmission. So it should fit like that. Like that. So, but yeah, so that's kind of how it should fit. It should go in like that. Do you know what I mean? But on this one, it doesn't say. It doesn't say transmission side, doesn't say gearbox side or anything on, there's no other writing whatsoever on this. But what I've just found out on Google Translate, that there is the German. And that translates to gearbox side. The German. But I don't speak the German. So I didn't know that it goes that way. Nope. That way. Oh, God. It goes that way. Yeah. This LUK clutches, they're a German make. They're not an English make. They're a German make, LUK. And that translates to gearbox side. If it said in English gearbox side or trans side, I would have noticed it. I'm going, right, okay, well, that's got to go that side then. But obviously I didn't, and it's got to go that way around. There's no damage to the actual pressure plate or the clutch, release. It's just that release bearing that's gone wrong, that's gone into pieces. I'm not even going to try and repair that. I don't care. I've just ordered another one, 40 quid. So that's on its way now, guys. So yeah, that's where we are. It's just a stupid mistake. But it's cost me another day ripping it out, putting it all back together. But at least now, I know, going forward is to bear that in mind and look out for that. But I don't speak the German, so yeah, it was very difficult for me to see that. So yeah, guys, listen, let's wait for the part to turn up. We'll get that in place. We'll put that on. We'll get the clutch in place. Actually, I could probably do the clutch now. So yeah, let me do the clutch, put it in place. We'll put that up there, and then we'll wait for the release bearing. We'll put that on, get the gearbox back in place, put it all back together. Hopefully, guys, today, this is it. This is it. It's done. Clutch is finished. At least we know it runs, and we should get it all back together. But yeah, bear with me. Let's keep going. I've just got to get it done. So let's crack on. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so let me just give you a quick update before I start chucking the box back in. New one in place there, with the old one there and the original one there. So, yeah, it's it is what it is. The clutch is back in place, all central and tightened up the way it should be. So, all I need to do now is get a hand quickly, get someone to give me a hand. We'll get this gearbox back in place, get it up on there, and then I'll start doing all the bolts up, put it all back together, and then bleed the clutch. So, yeah, let's keep going. I said to you, I want this done today, so this is what's going to happen. I think it's about 2 o'clock now, so it is getting tight, but let's just see if we can get it done, guys. Let's crack on. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Wow. Wow, oh, wow. It is all back together. I've got to put the battery in, battery tray cover, bracket. So there's a couple of bits and pieces to do, but yeah, it is all there now. It's all back together. It's all been done up. Drive shafts are back in. Everything's been buttoned up. All I need to do is bleed the clutch again. Yeah, and a couple of more bits, and then that's it. We are finished with this one, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, what a nightmare. But it's done. You know, that's the main thing, is that I had to go backwards to go forwards. And I think I'm kind of happy. I'm a lot happier now. There's no question about it. I'm a lot happier. So, yeah, just an absolute joke. It just happens, guys, doesn't it, sometimes, you know? It happens to the best of them, I've got to be honest. I'm talking about mechanics here. Just, you know, things happen. You have to sort of take it on the chin and sort of get on with it and get cracking. And, you know, there's no point crying about it or sitting back and going, oh, yeah. Just crack on. Just correct the mistake and then move on. And that's exactly what I've done today. Like I said, there was good news and there was bad news, but it's all good now. It's all good news now. So fingers crossed that we can bleed this out, and it will be absolutely spot on. I'll ask the mechanic at the end just to give me a hand quickly, just to bleed that out. It does take 2 of us to do it. It's a bit of a pig, but yeah, I'm a lot happier now. So guys, I think we're there. I think I'm happy now. That's going to be the end of today's video. Tomorrow, this will be off the ramp. This will be off the ramp, done and finished, and we can draw a line underneath it, definitely. But yeah, tomorrow I've got to pick up the red Hyundai from the paint shop. That's all ready and done. And also, in tomorrow's video, I'm going somewhere that I haven't been for a long time. And it's all to do with what I do. But yeah, that is in tomorrow's video. So let's end it there. Thanks for all the support, guys. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Let me know that I've been a complete plum, and you know, it is what it is, and it just, yeah, you just have to get it all done. So that's what I've done. But luckily enough, it didn't take. It took me probably half the time as what it took before, because I knew where everything come off and I knew how it all come back really quickly. So it was a quick turnaround. I've got to be honest. All I needed was a quick hand, lift the gearbox in, and then all I need is someone to help me bleed the clutch, and then that's it. I fitted twice in 2 days, but never mind. Guys, I'm going to end the video there. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it if you can do that. That really does help if everyone does that. But for now, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. See you soon. Thanks very much.